I'm rocking the Millennial Mom Chatter sweater this morning. Actually, I haven't worn it in a long time, but it's nice and
No, I
chilly.
feel like I haven't seen it.
I have, my house is like I think it's like 62 degrees in my house. So I haven't turned the heater on. So
It's properly winter.
properly winter. I know it's supposed to be I don't know what the exact temperature, but the wind chill is supposed to be like 24 degrees in our area on Saturday night. So I'm like, do I need
That's
to
cold.
take precautions and like, do the little like you let your faucet things like drip so pipes don't freeze? I don't know. Because Miami winters, a lot of people don't realize this, but because we have like not condensation, but like the humidity is high in the air, it feels colder than if it was somewhere drier.
Yes.
So it actually feels really, really, really cold when it's just a little cold. But how have you been? Have you been surviving the winter storm?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's like one of those things like where we're at in North Carolina is not the place that typically gets snow because we're so close to sea level. So it's always just a mystery for us. We just never know what we're going to get hit with. And that's, I think, what's the scary, annoying part of winter in this region of the U.S. And then the upcoming one, we're supposed to get like 10 inches of snow. So I don't know what that means.
Interesting.
We have no idea.
Was it projected to get snow this past one and you just didn't get it?
No, the past one, we were like in the low band. Okay. So we only got ice.
Gotcha.
But I think that was like predicted for our like region.
So you're supposed to get snow this week?
The mountains got snow. And then, so we're supposed to get snow because like now it's going to be the coastal band. So like Wilmington and the beach are going to get snow, which is like the same thing that happened last year where it was like Myrtle Beach. And that was like northern Florida who was getting really hit as well. That's going to roll through and catch us maybe this time. So maybe
the
we'll have some
Panhandle
white
got
stuff.
snow. Was it 2 weeks ago? Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. It's weird, though, because I feel like Amanda, who lives just like an hour and a half, 2 hours from Jackie, she gets snow every year, typically. Yeah. At some point, she gets snow.
Yeah, so I think it's weird because we're like where we are is like not high enough to be part of the mountains who do get snow and then not coastal. So we're kind of like we always just get like the outskirts of whatever is being hit.
Well, hopefully you enjoy the snow this weekend and you get to like sled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like play.
I know. Everyone's like wondering, like, will it snow? It's not predicted to like rain or anything, but you never know. Every so often we do get flurries, but like it's not like the flurries. Like it's flurries. It just doesn't stick, So that has happened quite a few times. But I think it hasn't snowed since the 70s. So that'd be really nice.
Yeah.
It might be probably shut down. Nah, I don't think anyone would care. They're bad drivers anyway, so they're like, whatever. I don't think anyone would care. They would still try to drive.
They would try, yeah. Like I can still drive 90 in this. It's fine. Like just hydroplaning.
But I'm excited. I just love cold weather. I mean, like I thrive in it. Like I'm wearing this now because I just like cozy in my house. But when it's like this weather, I just go out on like a short sleeve and enjoy it. Because I'm like, if you covered up with a sweater, this is just my thinking. Everyone thinks I'm super weird. But if you covered up with a sweater or like bundle up, then you're just back to the temperature that it always is.
Yeah. No. I don't know. I think I'm different because I just don't enjoy freezing cold. So I'm going to wear a jacket.
You don't have the blubber to keep you warm.
I've just not ever been someone who's been like, I thrive in this. I'm like, give me summer, 51 days.
I feel like though, other than Colorado, for the most part, you've lived in warm places.
Yeah, Colorado's the coldest place I've ever lived. No, Montana got feet of snow.
That's true.
And then Germany, so those are like the coldest places, but still, like I was young, so obviously my parents are going to rug me up, so I'm not ever going to be like just walking around making bad choices with clothing. But yeah, I'm just not cut out for it.
You mean not the days of wearing a skirt and UGG boots in Colorado, trying to look cute?
Yeah, so that was me. There was times when like there'd be snow on the ground still, and I would leave in like flared jeans and flip-flops, and my mom would be like, you cannot go to school like that. And I'm like, this is Colorado girl life. Like we do go to school like this because come afternoon, the sun's going to be beaming on us, and it's going to feel great.
And you have to look cute.
Like... Yeah, like I don't want to wear, because it was always just like UGG boots and like Vans and Etnies and Skechers and Doc Martens. Like that was it. So it was like fun to then just wear flip-flops with graphic tee or logo tees with like all your camis and polos and
Hollister
stuff. And
shirts.
so it's like, I have to wear my yeah, all of that kind of stuff, like flip flops, like all the Old Navy colored flip flops. So
I know.
that's how we made our ignorant choices. For
I know.
cold
I always
weather.
see like the whole like UGG boot, like exactly what you're saying. Like, oh, I had to look cute with my skirt and my UGG boots and blah, blah, blah. And like,
Yeah,
we had obviously similar fashion, but like dropped the UGG boots.
of course.
Because
Because it was hot, right?
Yeah,
like no one's going to
Yeah.
intentionally make their feet sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I saw UGG boots until like maybe 10 years ago in Miami.
Dang, that's crazy.
Like-
Because that was like all it was North Faces and UGG boots.
Yeah, no. People were not wearing UGG boots here. We were still rocking the flip-flops even if it was cold, or like maybe
Yeah.
some people like a little more edgy ones would do like Vans or Converse, but like yeah, we weren't rocking the UGG boots. I didn't even know UGG until
Gosh.
maybe even the name brand maybe until maybe 15 years ago. That's pushing it. But so we were just out of the loop over here.
Yeah, because of the climate.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to put that stuff on if it's not cold outside. So I get it.
Yeah, and even if it was cold, it wasn't like we were walking in snow. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
whatever. We didn't need it.
No.
Okay, so I saw something recently. What? You know how we all progress as we get older? We are like, well, let's just take us back. When you're younger, you're like, that is something I'll never do. I'll never do that. I'll never be like my mom. I'll never do that when my mom does this. And here we are doing a lot of those things we said we would never do.
Yep.
So my question is like, do you think you were very judgmental when you were younger, when you saw kids and stuff? Like, where you were just, when I say judgmental, like you were just like, I would never do that. Like, can you believe this mom?
Yeah, 100%. Probably not like as a teenager, but definitely as a young adult.
Yeah.
Where I was like envisioning what will I be like as an adult, and I would see married couples, I'd see kids in restaurants, and I 100% was already like full judgment.
Like, that will not be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one that I still stand by, like hardcore. And I was like, like a Spanish person. And, but I hate when people leave their kids screaming in church, a restaurant, like any location that there's people, and they just let them be loud, and they're like, shh, and then they're like, no, and they're like, shh, and they're trying to calm them down, but they're not, and they're just being loud. I will die on a hill on that one. Still to this day, if it's more than a few minutes, I will start to do the
Yeah. And I think other people do too. I think it's one of those things where people think that they're gentle parenting by not interfering and like, oh, kid, be quiet, or like they're giving them a chance to, I don't know, level their emotions, whatever the kid is upset about, right? Whether it be like witching hour or whatever. And it's just like, no, like you need to intervene. Like something needs to happen here. This isn't a gentle parenting choice, or I don't know, just trying to like navigate that with your kids. It's time to remove the child from the situation because they're becoming a distraction to whatever the heck is going on
100%.
in the space.
Take 'em
Like,
out.
whether it be, you know, a movie, church, an airplane, work needs to be done. Because yes, it's nice to be like, honey, what's wrong? Like we need to just like breathe and like think about what's going on. No, remove your kid. It's time to be quiet.
Yeah. I still die on that hill. I don't, even as a parent now, I like when my kids were younger and would, you know, make noise or whatever, I would just immediately want to hide, and they would be like, nah, and I'd be like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
it's time to go to shut your mouth.
I was the opposite. I'm like, how do parents not have that in their brain to be like, maybe I should go and calm them outside? Like,
No, I think it's two things. I think people think that like the child should have an opportunity to self-regulate. Like they're an individual and I'm going to give them a chance. I know, I agree, but it's like they don't register it. They don't hear that this is like loud commotion that's like distracting to everybody else in the room. Or they think it's like, I'm giving this individual an opportunity to like navigate these emotions or tiredness by themselves. And I'm like, there's times when that's appropriate and times when like you said, they need to be removed from the situation, and like an adult needs to be like, shut your mouth. We're in public.
I know. It's always like at like school events or church or something. I mean, restaurants, like it's annoying. Don't get me wrong, because now it is annoying, but at least you're not like trying to listen to something or record your kid or, you know, at least it's a little bit better. But it's always like, man, I feel like, you know, little performance my kids has, there's like some kid that's like, nah, in the background. And I'm like, okay.
Yes, 100%. Always. Yeah.
And you're just like looking at the parent.
And everyone's always like, yeah.
Yeah, I would get immediate anxiety when my kids started to make noise. I was like, shh, like quiet. I would like whip the boob out or I would like walk outside, but I did not want anyone to look at me. I didn't want to hear the noise. I just would freak out and leave. Not literally freak out, but you know what I mean.
But I think that's like, and I didn't want my kids to be the reason people couldn't enjoy the performance or whatever it is we're paying to be there for or attending. So that's why I'm just like, no, it's time to leave. Time to step outside and we'll be right back.
For sure.
So,
and also me and Jackie are not like,
on that.
you know, 100% really gentle parenters. So they walk by and we're like, shh, quiet.
Yeah. Like smacking upside the head. I'm like, you know, we're supposed to be quiet right now. Like,
we're not the like, buddy, what's wrong? In some situations,
like, go ahead and take this time, like to figure it out.
In some situations, when it's like you don't really genuinely know what's wrong, maybe something is wrong, then yes, we can be that parent.
Of course.
But when we know nothing's wrong,
yes,
then we have I always tell them like, you want to see the monster come out? My kids are always like, no. I'm like, okay, then behave, bro. Like, don't make me like lose my patience with you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And I think that goes kind of with what other things that I didn't predict I would be as like a parent or like what I would do for my kids. It goes along with that, but I didn't think I was ever going to pull out like devices. So I'm really not, obviously it's better now because the kids are older so they can sit still for 15 minutes. Like if we're at a waiting room at the doctor's office, I don't need to like whip out a tablet. But when they were younger, like when they're toddlers and it's like, I don't want my kid kicking the seat in front of me. Like if we're stuck on the tarmac on an airplane, so I'm immediately being like, here's Bluey, please sit still for 5 minutes because I don't want you to be the annoying kid on the airplane. So like I didn't think I was going to be like that, like judgmentally as like a young adult. I was like, ew, like how dare you put devices in front of your poor toddler's face. And then now I'm like, oof.
You're like,
you know, putting my words back in my mouth. Yeah.
For sure. I was the same. Like it just depended on what the situation was. Like if I'm in a doctor's office and like we're there for a while and I'm one of those, again, I don't necessarily judge, but it's not for me. I don't want my kid just like, because at that age when they're like, you know, 18 months, a year, they just want to walk around and be like all over the place. And like, there's nothing more annoying. You're sitting in a waiting room and it's nice and calm. And there's just like a kid just like doing circles. And so I would be like, shh. And then you would give like a little like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or something. And situations like that.
Absolutely. That was a favorite at our house.
Because I didn't want to be like, I just wanted to keep everything peaceful out in public.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, because it's like not only me, but it's like I just think of the people around me. And also like the pediatrician's office is pretty gross. So I also don't want my kid bouncing. I don't know what these other kids have, like what neurovirus they have. Like we're bouncing around right now. Let's just all keep our bodies to ourselves and not be like climbing and snotty nosed on everything right now.
Pediatrician, why is this? I don't think this is a Miami thing. I think it's everywhere. There's always a kid or two that are just like laying on the floor, like touching things, like literally grabbing up stuff from the floor and putting their mouth. And I'm just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, like face down, open mouth.
They're like doing
and then they're
snow
like,
aims, like what? And the parent is just like, no, Bobby, don't do that. And then like lets them keep doing it. And I'm just like, oh my God.
No, that's
and
everywhere.
I'm not like
that's
a crazy germaphobe, right? Like I'm one that's like build your immune system, but like that is like over the limit for me.
No, not the chairs and the floors at the pediatrician's office. That's not the place to build my immunity.
No. Like it's so disgusting. I was trying to think of things I said. Okay, so one of the big ones, actually, both Alvar and I, like we talked about this before we even had kids when we were married. We were like, okay, we will not be the parents that say because I said so.
Ooh,
because
that's a good one.
Alvar and I both, we've talked about this. Not that we have trauma in it. That's extreme. But like we both were kind of like believe it or not, we have very similar personalities. I think we had very, very, very similar personalities when we were younger. We were both very shy in front of people. We were talkative at home. We kind of were a little like pushy and would question our parents sometimes. Like I think we just had the same personality. So for me, growing up, it had always annoyed me when my mom would say, because I said so, because it was like, okay, it's fine that you say no, but why are you saying no? Right? Like that. I just wanted to know why. Yeah. Not saying that's right, guys. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. Of course. So we get that.
I think I do say sometimes now, because I said so, because I usually answer them and then they still are like, but why? And I'm like, then I turn to the because I said so.
Well, and it's also a quick response, right? Like maybe you're busy doing something that your mind's not like, wait, actually we have plans this weekend. And that's the reason why. Yeah.
So I do think I kind of broke the cycle a little bit because like my mom would say that for like even big things. Like when we'd be sitting down and be like, can I go out, blah, 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 with friends? And she would be like, no. And she's like, because I said so. And I'd be like, okay, but like, is it because you feel uncomfortable? I'd always want an answer why. Because maybe it prevents me from asking it next time because I know she's going to say no.
Yeah. Or you can then fix the problem. If she's like, well, I don't trust that kid because their parents aren't home, then you can be like, oh, well, actually, we're going to Stacy's house and her mom will be home. Like,
so like, I think I answer, if I do say because I said so, it's something dumb. Like where I'm like, feed the dog. And they're like, no, can't, rather than do it. I'm like, do it. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because I said so. Yeah. Like like something simple like that. Not like this like thing that like is a real reason, if that makes any sense.
That makes sense.
So I kind of broke it a little bit because I do say it sometimes, but I try not to say it.
I like that one though, because I think we're all guilty of that to a certain extent, especially like just upbringing and stuff. Because I can think back to occasions when my parents have done that as well, and I'm just like, but why? Like you said, why? And then it makes you like really like attitude-y and just like not understanding. And then that's a really great opportunity for us as parents to be like, no, this is open conversation, and here are the reasons why and how we can correct this for next time. So I think that's great. And like we can all kind of tap into that for sure.
That used to be like my thing that I was just like, but just like you obviously have a reason why because you're saying no. So tell me what it is.
Yep.
So that 100%. Was my my little one that I'm kind of going back on. We did take to Instagram and ask some people to put some recommendations. One said never go to bed angry with the hubby.
Ooh, okay.
You know how
that's
like
a good one too.
Like that's their like wedding advice. Don't go to bed angry.
Like talk it out. Take the time to kind of hear each other's point of views, or like at least you don't have to resolve the issue because obviously there's deep issues that can't be fixed with a 5-minute conversation before bed. But at least like letting the person know like I hear you. I'm willing to like take in what you're sharing with me and like hear you out. And then to be able to kind of like, hey, I've slept on this. I've thought about this. And then here's what I come back to you with to kind of see if we can resolve whatever it is. So I think that's great.
No,
that's
it is a good one, but they said they went back on it. So I think though, all married couples can say we've gone to bed angry.
Yeah, because sometimes like in adult life, naturally, like I don't want to deal with it. Like I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'm the fix it now girl.
Yeah.
Alvaro doesn't like that. He's the like, let me sit on it. But this is what a little bit like if he was like, let me sit on it and then come back and have the conversation, I would be like, totally fine. I'll give you your time. Alvaro's I need my space. And then he never circles back around to it. He gets over it himself. So then it never gets fixed.
Okay. So then if it was something that you truly did, then it doesn't give you a chance to like correct it or make it or whatever it is. Like, okay, I see what you're saying. And that could just be a way that he emotionally heals, like maybe from his childhood. Like, and everyone could be different in that. Like, because I could see people where they're like, I'm just going to take this upon myself, get over it and move on. And I'll be fine with her tomorrow.
And I hate that. Yeah. I'm like a talk it out. I'm like, right in the moment, I'm a like, you did that stupid. I did this stupid. Sorry. Like, what's the point of being? What's the point of being annoyed and angry at people? Like, to me, it feels so icky when you're not on the same page with your husband. It feels so bad. Like it just
because you feel sick, really, like ill. Like
it does not make.
I know
me
what
feel
you're saying.
And like, and then
oh my God, he doesn't love me. This is so bad. And it's something dumb.
No, but and then listen, no matter how good your marriage is, because I think me and Alvaro's marriage is great, but no matter how good your marriage is, you have those moments where you feel so uncomfortable in your house around that person because you're like, do I look at them? They don't even want to look at me.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there's going to be divorce papers in the morning. Like it's bad right now. Like, and it's nothing.
No, but it's like, if you know what I'm talking about, or like you go in the room, you're like, don't make eye contact because it just feels so, and he can like be okay with it and just walk away. And
because that's his
and
way.
I feel so like ill.
Yeah. You're sick. And it's like, I just need us to be okay. Like now, not tomorrow.
Even though I was annoyed with you and you're wrong in this, like just cuddle me. I love you. Like,
let me know we're okay.
It's fine. So definitely.
Okay, so that's a good
we've
one.
Definitely got a bit angry before because he doesn't like to fix things right away. It's just personality. And I feel like there's a lot of, most relationships, not all, but most will say there's always one that is just like wants to sit in it for a little bit.
Yes. Or who don't mind.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like a bad thing. It's just that's how they cope, and then they totally do well with that. And that's how they do everything, right? Any struggle, any problem, they can sit with it and just like kind of just like, it's fine. I'll eventually get over this and move forward. Yeah.
I'm like, how do we fix it now?
No, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. This is censor a little bit if you have kids. I'm not going to say anything crazy, but that you keep giving BJs like all the time, like dating in early years.
Wait, saying that like we do
said
or we
would
like
do
what
it
are they
all
saying?
The time.
Oh, we said we would. Okay.
Like,
okay.
We would be that.
I was like, what is the problem?
We would say that we would never be the one that like.
Yeah. Yeah. So who put this one in there?
I mean,
a husband put this one in there?
100%. I mean, let's be realistic. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. I really don't think it's like we're trying to like scam them.
No, we didn't catfish these guys.
But I do think
Come on.
Like it just doesn't happen. I feel like it happened all the time before.
Yeah, because I don't know what it is. I think it's because, okay, we're like going off now. Blowjobs are less intimate, or I don't know what it is. It's something is like less about it than the full act of like sex. So I feel like giving a BJ to a boyfriend, fiance, husband, in the beginning stages is like, it's what we do. It's just like, we want to please them. Like, this is fun. We're like intimate. We're doing this. But it's like the one step below. So I feel like it feels, I don't know. In my mind, I'm just like, it was the easier, like fun option. You could do it anywhere you wanted and it didn't matter. Yeah. Whereas like the full deed is like, there's maybe you want to have that connection, like the intimacy, the safety, a specific place, maybe not like out in the open as you would with the other things. I just feel like it's naturally going to be the easier, more often done activity. Yeah. At least I think. Yeah. We're just making ourselves feel better. Yeah. Well, I just think back and I'm like, yeah, because it's like you just do that all the time because you can. You physically could just do that because it didn't matter where you were. You don't have to take your clothes off. Like, I don't know. I just think like sex takes more and you're going to want the safety and love and connection with that person. So you're just not going to throw that out there with every guy and every date and every day that you're with that person. So I don't know. I just think life's different now when you are with a person, have kids around the house,
and it still
have
happens.
responsibilities.
It's just
like,
not as often.
Yeah. Yeah, because like we're not always alone in the car. So like we're not going to like, so like it just looks naturally different. So maybe like that's a little bit of it is just because life looks different, right? We're not always alone with this person. So like naturally it's just not going to happen. That's all I can think. Like, I don't think we were trying to bamboozle these guys.
No, we're not trying to scam.
I think it's life. But I love that someone put that in there because that's just like, it's one that I didn't think of, but it's like kind of, I think, a good description of just like going from being like really like young and like having that fun and just being like my identity and my partner's like us is going to be my number one priority, and then how that just naturally shifts, and then now all of a sudden like that's dropping into our comment box.
I mean, I think also we're just younger, and like we were, I don't know what it was about our generation. Maybe it's still the case. I feel like you don't hear about it as much, but I feel like it was like the thing. It was the like
What to
yeah,
like BJ's.
and like the guys would be very like not adamant, but like I want this, and like, and so I felt like we maybe thought that like we just had to do it all the time.
Yeah, I think so. I could see that because I feel like when you would date a guy, it was just like we've made out, we've hung out a few times, like time for BJ, like, and it was like that is normal.
But I feel like maybe because we're not young and in that environment. But why do I feel like that is not as much now?
Now we need to get a young person on the podcast, like someone who's like 15 years younger than us, and be like, so what's the dating scene like? Do guys just ask for BJs all the time?
I know, and you
to see like what's happening. Like
honestly, I don't know, but I just never hear. Also, we've already talked about this, that like Gen Z, which is a good thing, I would say, obviously, is having way less sex. Like,
so does that mean they're doing more BJs?
I don't know. I guess it depends what you consider sex, right? Like, you know, like some people categorize that as like, you know, sex, and some people don't. And so I guess that would depend. But
okay, we have a whole new topic to unravel now. Like next week on Millennial Mom Chat.
We brought the 22-year-old.
Yeah. And she's just like mortified.
Okay, I'll never bribe my kids I will never bribe my kids.
Guilty.
If you guys just be quiet for 30 minutes, you'll get a cookie.
Yes. Yes. I don't know. I think that comes back to like me not wanting to gentle parent. Like I just am like, what's the quickest like solution for this? Like if you want to get on and play Minecraft tonight, you need to finish your homework, take a shower, you know, finish your dinner, do your chores, and then you can have technology. So I'm like, I just think it's an effective way.
I think so too.
That means maybe I suck. I don't know. I'm probably a bad mom, but it works.
But bribing kind of like to an extent, right? You know how they say some kids do well with like the whole like reward system, like you do this and they get rewarded for it. To me, like that's a bribe, no? Like you do this and you like did your homework and you got good grades all week.
Yeah.
We get to go to Chuck E. Cheese or whatever it is.
Yep.
Like that's a reward system, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I do it all the time too. Like, I don't know. I can't think of a specific example, but I'm always just like, hey, if you do this, like if you suck it up for whatever we're about to do right now, like I'll take you and you can go get candy or like whatever. Yeah. Like, and I think we even did it for Liam. I can't remember what it was, but we bought him Minecraft coins like as a bribe. We're like, if you know, grades or whatever it was. And it was like, bro, now you get 1,000 Minecraft coins. Great. Look at you. Like, and I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself, but I'm like, we also work off of a reward system as well, like bribery to a certain extent. Like our jobs give us money, like everything, right? Like everything in life is like a give and take. So I'm like, we're just building them to like adult life. Like,
I think so too. I think bribing maybe like it can be bad if you're like, I'm trying to think of a situation, but like, you know, they're being disrespectful to the parent or something, and they're just like, if you just sit there quietly, like I'll give you a cookie, just sit there. And like there's certain situations that I think if it's like bad behavior, then it can be kind of like negative, because
or if you're having to bribe for normal things, right? Like to like sit still. I don't know, like we shouldn't be having to bribe our kids to like, we're at chapel performance and they're like screaming like, no, I'm not gonna give you a cookie to sit still. Like I guess I only bribe for normal things. Like, bring home all A's for the quarter and you get a donut. Like that's like the level
Jackie's
of bribery.
secret is though that Krispy Kreme gives the donut for free. So great.
Yeah.
idea.
So for every A, this is parenting tips. This is how you can bribe your kids and it doesn't come out of your pocket. Every A that your kid gets on their report card, and this is quarterly report cards too. So it doesn't have to be semester or end of year. So every A gets a donut, up to 6 donuts. So you get half a dozen. They're obviously not going to give you a whole dozen for every kid. Then they'd just be poor. But it's really awesome. So we do it all the time.
I didn't
and
do
then
it
just
this
like
year.
sign it off and give you donuts.
I think I threw away the report cards. Not gonna lie though, because.
But you can print them out.
I guess we could.
And then they'll take that. So, because they'll just, someone at Krispy Kreme will just sign it off so that you've not.
Yeah, and they probably don't
I guess
even
you
care.
could lie and say you've, no, they don't care. But, you know, and you could theoretically just print out a new copy and come back next week. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to ruin it. We're going to like keep it an honest thing. I kind of forgot about it too until you said it. And I was just like, dang, we haven't gotten our donuts. It's just because I've been trying to like not eat donuts every day. I'm like, new year, new me.
But unfortunately, like, I mean, fortunately for you, you can eat donuts. Gains.
I know, but
as long as you're doing your
protein,
of
course.
Gains.
Just like being normal person and not eat just 5 million grams of. I love sugar. I'm a sweet tooth, so like, give me 6 Krispy Kreme donuts, and then I'm gonna want it again the next day. Like I can't wean myself off of it. I'm addicted to sugar.
I mean, I'm like really Dunkin' girl to the core.
Ooh, Dunkin'
Like
donuts
I
are good
love.
too.
No, there's nothing better than like just the sprinkled chocolate donut and like the plain bottom. Like I like the balance of like the plain bottom with the like sweet on top
because they don't glaze the whole donut.
I'm like that girl to the core. Or like a Boston cream.
I could see that.
Don't even get me started on Boston cream.
That one's pretty good.
Love me some Boston cream, but some people hate on Dunkin'. I like Dunkin', especially if you get them fresh. Oh
yeah,
they're great.
Yeah.
All right. Next. My kids will eat whatever I cook or they'll go hungry.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Because I know a lot of people are different on that too. Because I'm part of the clean your plate committee, which is also unhealthy. So like everyone's like, you can't, that could encourages like eating disorders.
Yeah,
and all
that's
this kind
what
of
made
stuff,
Alvaro
like, in their adult
fat
life
when he was young.
Yeah. But it's hard because like that's a really good one. I don't know. It's just hard. The eating thing with kids nowadays is just, I think that's a challenge that a lot of parents face.
It's like you think you're alone in it, and then you realize that like when I went to Callie's, what was it? Oh, I think it's her Christmas party at her school. There were so many kids that like I heard she's like, yeah, he brings like literally crackers to school every day, and I was like, crackers and Oreos.
Oh, and
that's all
what
he eats every single day. And I was like,
okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
I was like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, and then this kid only like brings like chips and a cheese stick or something every single day.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I believe
really? That. I was like, I thought that like, don't get me wrong, Rylan is like pretty picky. He's my pickiest. Jackson, Callie, they eat hot lunch at school. And they'll be like, I didn't like the hot lunch today. I'm like, oh, well.
Well, also hot lunch, just as a kid who's eaten cafeteria food and stuff, it's not always good. Like, yes, it's normal food and it's great, but also like there's days when I'm just like, ew, it was squishy today. Like, and I think that's pretty normal across the board
them
for
like it keeps
kiddos.
them like eating a variety and like eating things they don't like.
Of course, yeah. So they're not just eating like crackers and a cheese stick every day. Because that's not good.
And I was like, oh dang, like, and no judgment. I'm not judging. I'm just saying like, okay, my kids are not that bad, I guess.
No, not at all. No, Liam and Dylan will come home and say stuff like that too. They're like, why don't you ever just give us like chips and Kinder Eggs? And I'm just like, what do you mean? And they're like, there's kids that have just like you said, like chips and like candy bars and like sodas and stuff in their lunch boxes. And I'm just like, if I did that, you would eat nothing. Like this would be, you would only think that this is like what you can eat and what tastes good. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Like it just, I'm like, okay, all right, we're going to keep sticking with like the boring foods that I'm sending you guys with because like we can't, because once I go there, there's no coming back.
Yeah. It's like, Rylan is my pickiest eater. You know that. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, he pretty much eats the same thing every day. Sometimes he switches it up, but like, you know, whatever. Is he getting enough nutrition? And then his teacher was like, Rylan always eats like really healthy things. Like you should. And I'm like, Rylan? And she's like, yeah, he always has like a sandwich and he'll eat some pretzels or he'll have an orange or, you know, like a granola bar or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still thinking like, okay, that's not like, you know, I wouldn't be like, wow,
and
nutritious. She's like, people come with like Takis and like Prime and like every day. And I'm like, okay, I could see.
Yeah. And then that's their food. Yeah. And then they have their money, like at our cafeteria, they can buy like candy, like for the student council and stuff like that. So then like the boys are always asking me for like $1 so they can buy like ring pops and stuff. And I'm just like, so there's kids that's their lunch, like the Takis Prime, and then they'll go buy themselves a ring pop. And I'm just like, okay, sorry that I suck, that you guys think I'm a terrible mom because I'm giving you these not delicious things.
Later.
But
They'll think
one
later.
day. But yeah, so coming back to that where it's like the kids will eat what I cook them. I do try to do that And I will say it's hard. That's like to come full circle with like how we thought we were going to be as moms, and like, hey, when I cook a meal, the kids are going to eat it and they're going to be so healthy.
And I
they're
thought
gonna
I
eat
wouldn't
their
care,
pyramid.
you know, like, but
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah.
give in because you're
Yeah.
like,
I want peace.
I know.
So that's why I'm like, okay, like you didn't finish all of your zucchini, but you did finish everything else. So like, can I be mad? Like, I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll try not to do the empty plate committee. Like, finish your plate. Like, you were gonna sit here for 3 hours. You're gonna go straight to bed.
That reel that was like, it was like this kid that didn't finish his banana or something. He threw it away, and the mom busted out
No, I
like,
don't think so.
like kids on the street begging for food, and she's like, "Look, a kid dies every 15 seconds. Do you know what that means? Because he's starving." And like the kids are like, it's like in the arms. It's like these little kids like, starving.
I
on
shouldn't
the
laugh.
street. And the mom is like,
I just know because that's our childhood of like dogs and kids
Yeah.
from like the 90s television.
And so
like,
she's like sitting in front of the screen and she's like this, and the kid's just sitting there, and the brother's like recording like he threw away half a banana, and she's like,
did it work
don't
though? Because I almost feel like I don't know if that would work on like the kiddo. I don't think they understand.
I don't know,
that,
but
where
I was
they're
like-
they're like, why would it? They're like, why are those kids just not eating then? Like they don't
Yeah.
get that it's like
I
they
feel like
just
our
don't
kids are
have
old enough.
food.
I tell them all the time. When every time
Yeah.
they do that,
Well, yeah,
I'm
our
like,
kids would be old
there's
enough.
kids starving, begging for food, and you're complaining that like all you had for snack was a granola bar. Really? So I actually am that parent that does that. I didn't do a video, but I should next time. I should. But that's definitely on my level of parenting for sure. Okay, let my child have a tantrum in public.
Ew.
I have done that. I have done that. Like, you've ever done the like you're at the grocery
These are all really
you're
good
at the
ones.
grocery store, and like it's like, you know, your 18-month-old that's like nah on the floor, and you're like, okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I do. I have threatened the whole like I'm leaving, and you know what happens? Like they're gonna take you. You're gonna go to jail. Your life's gonna suck.
So the next one, I will never threaten my
yeah.
kids.
Oh yeah.
I'm joking.
Guilty. It goes along with bribing.
I saw also another parenting one that was like, when your friend's a cop, like he was like, he's coming to pick you
Oh,
up to
yeah.
go to jail, and the kid was like, no.
Yeah, that one was actually, I saw that trend. I think I've seen like 2, and they're so good.
I know some parents are like, that's
So
traumatized, and I'm like,
freaking-
nah, that's funny.
No, my dad did that to me, and because he was a cop, and so then I was like, oh, this is for real. Like I'm getting like scared straight. Like sometimes you do need just like a firm hand
Yeah.
in parenting.
Sometimes you
like
need to
to
be
snap your
scared.
kids out of it. So like that trend going around right now with like my friend is a cop, and they came over, and the kids are like screaming, thinking they're really going to jail, and I'm like, that's great. And they're like laughing.
And then
Because obviously the
Yeah.
kids are fine. This is all
Yeah.
safe. Like nothing is bad.
and then
like,
the gentle
it's
parents
just really
is like,
like for
you just
fun.
traumatized him for life. Great job.
No, he's fine. Yeah. And then that friend is going to come to their wedding when they're grown up, and they're going to high five, and they're like, man, that was good. I'm going to call you when I
Yeah,
have
for
kids.
sure.
Like, and it's just going to come full circle as a funny
Wait, did
thing.
you ever get to watch the Marcelo special?
Not yet. No.
Okay, he
'cause we were
has-
like doing like the new Game of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thrones and like all these other like
there's
the
Game of
Pit and all this
Thrones?
kind of stuff. So it's not Game of Thrones. It's like
Side?
they're like the
Okay,
prequel
okay,
ones.
okay.
Yeah. So like the Dragon Mom or whatever was like the last one 2 years ago, and then now this one is like a knight who like is like a prequel to it. So like that just got
Interesting.
started like I think like 2
Yeah.
weeks ago. So I'm just like all these new shows, like we're back into it now where it's no longer winter break and
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
shows
they're
are
starting
starting
back
up
up.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's on
Brian,
our
you gotta
list.
watch it because he has a moment like that. His
Yeah.
mom
Yeah.
called Child Protective Services. So you'll get a laugh at that one. And he didn't know until he was a grown adult. Like he legit, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, let my kid watch something on my phone to make them be quiet in public places.
Yep.
Guilty. We've talked about this. Just
Guilty.
sometimes it's
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
we don't want to be the peace disruptor in the doctor's office or
I think my favorite one is the airplane because this one's kind of coming up right now. It always
thank God when
happens.
there's
I feel like there's
though,
always
you're like just get some
now there's
headphones.
like yes, you got like American Airlines, like all these airlines now have
Yeah,
the
yeah.
TV right there so the kids can go watch their little Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and it's great. But like I just remember there's been instances where I've been like just stuck like on a tarmac or just something with like Liam, you know, the pressure in their ears and they're fidgety and like they don't know how to cope with that and I'm just like like we're not doing this. I'm not going to be those people on the airplane and I'm immediately like technology. Like, please close your mouth. Like, and
It's
I just,
fine. Here's
I don't know
here's
what.
a piece of gum or candy. You know, you like give them a
Yeah.
candy to suck on for their ears.
Yes.
Watch this.
Yeah, for their ears.
And like
Yeah.
when they're distracted, it's like it's incredible what you can get done on a toddler or a baby when they're distracted.
Yeah.
Like you could pierce their
Yes.
ears. You can do all these things,
Yeah.
and they don't even know if
Yeah.
they're like.
Yeah. So I know people are going to say technology is not good for their developing brains. Like, I get that. But I think to a certain degree, I also just want the sanity. Because now you see all these videos that are going viral of people that are just like, I don't know if it's like a point of selfishness or like what's going on. But I'm trying to think of who it was. But someone who's like semi-famous just recently dealt with this when she was flying to Australia or something. And her toddler was like whinging. And it was like, okay. But then the flight attendant intervened. And I'm like, how much was your kid being noisy or whatever they were doing to where like now the flight attendant's walking up to you? And I'm like, obviously, like we've passed the stage of just like, that's normal. Now I'm like, okay, I don't ever want to be in that situation where someone's approaching me and being like, your kid's being noisy. Do you mind figuring something out?
No.
So that's why I think 15 minutes of Bluey's not going to like mess my kid up. If that means everybody on the plane is happy.
Guys, we have honor roll kids, so it's okay. Like they turned out fine.
Yeah, they're fine. Like all of our kids are doing great in school. So like clearly the 15 minutes of technology whenever we're at the pediatrician's office, like whatever it is, it's okay.
I agree. I got to the end of it. So the question is like, do we just not know any better? Have we just learned? Like why? It's so funny, even because like even if you're older in your 30s and you don't have kids, or I feel like you just don't know until you have them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're a little bit ignorant, I can say, especially for myself, speaking personally, very ignorant, just thinking that like married life is easy, parenting is easy, kids are easy, like, oh, it's just a baby, like tell it to be quiet and give it a pacifier. Like it all just seems so easy when I'm just like an ignorant 19-year-old. But like now, like looking back and I'm just like, oof, I had a lot to learn.
But also at the other end, I think also people that don't have kids also have to realize how beautiful it is. Like as much as, because there's so much, we've talked about this before too, that there's so much hate on like having kids. And like, you know, like, oh my gosh, it's so hard. And like, why would I want that? And it ruins my life and blah, blah, blah. Like as much as like it is hard, it's like fantastic. I wouldn't do it any other way.
Yeah. I know. And this episode probably didn't help if there's people out there that are listening who are like, hey, I'm thinking about having kids. And they're like, oof, like everything in this episode probably seemed negative. But like, that's just, these are just like the tiny little pieces of just like navigating parenthood that we can like relate on. Like these are just kind of like the messy moments. But like outside of that, this isn't the everyday. Like it's not like all day long we're having to like deal with these little obstacles. Like these are all just like little nuggets of obviously like life is fine, like we're on here. But like it just, these are tiny little things that we can relate on in the messiness of parenthood. But like outside of that, it is fantastic and it's beautiful. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
No.
And we're raising like really awesome human beings.
That's
so I
the
feel
goal,
like
I hope.
It's really cool.
Because
we are.
The people in it.
They're not eating Takis and Snicker bars for lunch. Like we might be doing okay.
We might be doing all right. I think so too. I think it's just like with anything. Even if you love your job, there's gonna be things that you're like, oh, can you believe Juan did this today? You know, or whatever it is. Like there's always gonna be like little things in the beauty of it all. But I think it's just amazing. I think I always just lay there. Yeah. One of the things I always like, I think it's beautiful, but sometimes I'm like, Heather, okay, that's enough. I love when my kids sleep next to me and I just watch their cute little faces all peaceful. Like they're not even moving. They're just like,
and when they like come up to you, like, and they want to lay with you and have those moments with you, like that they find peace and safety in you. And so like, even at the end of the day, when we bribe them or we say like, eat your vegetables, like they still, or they're like, come Mommy, you screamed at
me. And they're like, bye, love you.
Yeah. Yeah. I still love you. Cause I know that was just you telling me to do my homework.
I ask my kids all the time. I'm like, how can I be a better mommy? I ask them to that all the time. And they're always like, you're a good mommy. And I'm always like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even when I yell at you
like,
to like,
okay, I'll take it.
I'm
not traumatizing them. I don't
like,
think. I'm so curious though, when I'm older, like when they're older, I'll also be older. And they're like, you ask them, they're like, you used to do this and that used to be like traumatized me, or this ruined me, or created a bad habit for me. Like, I'm honestly not looking forward to that.
Yeah, when they're like aware enough to like, because like today, like when you ask them that, they're just like, no, mommy, you're nice. We like you. Yeah. And then we can have that time to reflect back on it. And then they're just like, all those times when you would say that to me, that's traumatizing. And I'm just like, what? Why didn't you tell me that when you were 9?
And there's like nothing you can do about it. And you're like, or they struggle. I hope this is never the case, but they struggle in relationships because of some reason of you. And you're like,
something that we did, like that we are in the house or something.
Like, don't tell me that. Like, I can't fix it now. So like, sorry. I think I'd rather not know, right? Because like, what am I supposed to do
if they're
now? I could say
if they
sorry,
figure it out when they're
like,
older.
What is that going to do?
Yeah. No. When they're like 20 and like, hey, I'm proposing to my girlfriend. No, I don't want to hear about it. Like, keep that to yourself and like let us all just ignorantly go to our graves with this information. Like, I don't want to hear that I'm a bad mom 20 years from now.
No,
like,
I don't want to do like.
I don't care.
Yeah, no. I think I'd rather just.
We can't fix it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think I'd just rather not know, right? Like, this made me go to therapy, and you're like, what? Anyways, that was a good chat.
Yeah, no, it was. But yeah, definitely drop into your comment or into our comments. Let us know if there's anything that we missed as far as like things that you just thought when you were younger won't be how you are today as like a married, engaged parent, whatever chapter of life that you're in. Like, let us know other things that we may not have mentioned in today's episode, because we'd love to kind of just, it's been fun. I feel like it's interesting to hear what other people have dropped in, because it's stuff that I didn't even think about, but were like accurate and 100%. Relatable. So,
I think we really all probably have similar, like even things we can't think about right now. Somebody drops a comment and we're like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would stay. Oof. You know what's another one? I would never get fat. Just thought about that one now. That would be like, how many people's do you think that would be?
A lot.
Just I would like never let myself get overweight.
Or the one that I always see too, where they're like looking back at photos of me in 2009. How could I think I was fat then? Like those, where like it's just like when we were like in peak, before having kids, and you could eat Taco Bell every day. You never worked out, and we always were just like snatched. So I'm just like, that I think is what a lot of people would look back on and be like, dang, I can't believe I was like just tearing my body apart at that point when it was just perfection. And then now we're like dealing with all the things. Now we eat
healthy to be fat.
So I think that's relatable.
Yeah, literally.
Working out all the time, all of the things.
Adulthood.
Yeah. It's so fun. It's so fun. Don't be afraid.
It's fine. But, childhood's fantastic too.
Yes. Don't be afraid by this episode. We promise. It comes from a place of positivity and light.
Yes.
We're fun.
As always, we will chat next week, and thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye.